In this video, we're going to be talking about the group presentation. So I'm going to share my screen with you so we can go through this. You're going to be working in a group to give a presentation. That's the group speech, spoiler alert. So main thing that people often worry about with the group speech is how is it graded. All group members will receive the same grade for the outline, the presentation content, and group coordination. And then you'll receive individual grades for your individual delivery. And I'll talk more about that later on. But essentially, as a group, you're going to develop a formal outline, intro, conclusion, fluid transitions between the main points, using examples, employing descriptive language, basically the same things that you did for your individual informative, but now you're going to be working as a group. You do need 5 current and credible sources. You will use presentation software, PowerPoint, Prezi, Keynote, anything along those lines. And practice out loud as a group so you know that you're meshing well, coordinating it well. Develop an organized and fluid group speech, and develop and utilize effective extemporaneous speaking among everybody. So just like with the informative, you want to consider your interests, audience interests, available references. You just want to do something that you're all interested in some way, shape, or form. Just like before the day of your speech, you need a hard copy of your typed formal outline. Just 1 copy is all you need for your instructor. You don't need 1 from each of you. And then an electronic copy of the outline is also due. Just 1 per group is due by midnight the day of your presentation. And you need a minimum of 5 current sources, again within the last 10 years. Cite them in the speech as you've done before. It also needs to be cited in the outline and then on a single page APA bibliography reference page, just as you did before. And again, personal interviews do not count as one of your 5 sources. You do need to incorporate at least 5 presentation software slides. You back them up, come with handouts just in case. Just have something just in case. And if the equipment fails and you don't bring a backup, you will lose points. Time requirements, 15 to 20 minutes, and that includes about 5 minutes allotted for a question and answer session. So you can ask the audience questions. The audience should be able to ask you questions. It's kind of a give and take. So as an audience member, you do need to be aware that you should be thinking of questions to ask. You do need to practice individually and then as a team so you can coordinate and make sure that you're transitioning from one person to the next. Keywords in your notes, and dress professionally. Checklists, formal typed outline, 5 or more sources, 5 or more slides, 15 to 20 minute time frame. Now here's the assessment. Introduction, you do need to get all those components. The body of your presentation, same as the informative, adding more sources, and that's for everybody, 5 sources combined. In the conclusion, signpost signaling the end, which means you say something, in conclusion or to wrap up, and then you give your review statement, your summary statement, and then closing or lasting impression. We also have presentation software section, appropriate relevant, were they professional or effectively prepared, were they delivered properly, and did they follow the visual aid guidelines. And then team coordination, did you all participate equally? Did you all have evidence of practice and preparation? Transitioning between speakers, maintaining energy, which means we don't go from blah, 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 to da la 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 la, blah, 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 blah. It kind of throws off the audience when that happens. And then responding effectively and professionally to questions. And then this is the individual grading part on individual delivery. Similar things as you've been graded on previously. One key thing would be citing all information presented if applicable. So if you do the intro and conclusion, you might not have any evidence to cite, and that's fine. But if you have a body part, a body part. If you have a part in the body content, you do need to cite your material, and if not, you will lose points on that. Free of distracting mannerisms while speaking, and then also free of distracting mannerisms while other people speak. So you need to stay still and not get distracted, not look around, not kind of dance around up there. And then, of course, responding to questions or concerns afterward. And each group will then evaluate another group, but you'll do it individually. So each group will have 4 or 5, 6, just depends on how many are in your group, peer feedbacks. So you just need to print one out. That might have just sounded confusing. Just print out one. You will evaluate another group with this one. So that is it for the group presentation. So work together, work well. Remember, it is just for a short time, so push through it. You can do it. Good luck.